St. Martin, our people, we have to work together, you know. So moving forward,
You just need to get back to basics, and from there you could see everything.
Do not settle for less in life. And entrepreneurship is the best way to go. Working for yourself, 2 thumbs up. Blessed and wonderful good afternoon to our amazing St. Martin family on the friendly island of St. Martin and all our SOS family all around the world. Welcome to your program, Strictly Business. I'm your host, Mr. Brian Barry, alongside your co-host, Mr. Julian Rolax Jr. Call up a friend, call up a family member, and tell them it's another beautiful Sunday here on the friendly island of St. Martin. It's time for your program, Strictly Business, on SOS Radio 95.9 FM. So call up someone and tell them tune in right now. But of course, you know, before we get started, we always like to shout out and thank all of our amazing sponsors that make this program possible. So if you want to do some great grocery shopping today or during the week, the #1 supermarket you just got to go and visit right there on the Illidge Road, that's the Aki Supermarket. Go and visit them for all your grocery shopping needs today. That's the Aki Supermarket right there on the Illidge Road. And if you want that fresh haircut for the guys, for the ladies, also for the children, you got to go and visit the Los Mejores Barbershop. They're located right there on the Illidge Road, right next to Aki Supermarket for that fresh look. Los Mejores Barbershop. And if you're thinking movies, the #1 spot to get your movies this summer, of course, is the Video Block, located right there in French Quarter for all the latest movies. Get them loaded on your USB, get them on your hard drive, get them on your smartphone, of course DVDs as well. They have a super special that's all year round that you can get 30 movies for only $30. Just bring your hard drive, bring your USB, and you get 30 movies for $30. So if you're thinking movies, think the Video Block. Of course, they have a great selection of PS4 games as well. If you got the kids, the teenagers home chilling this summer, come across at the Video Block and pick up those PS4 games. Now, if you want some delicious food, we got some spots for you. We got Jerky's. We got Jerky's Tiki Hut right there on the Illidge Road for some great tasting barbecue chicken and ribs. We also got Jerky's Tiki Hut by the Plaza Casino as well. And if you go over the hill, we got Caribbean Jerky's located right across the Megaplex Cinemas for that great tasting barbecue chicken and ribs, and they are also open late. Not forgetting right there on the Pondville, we got Fat Boy Jimmy right there for some delicious food. Go there, get some great lunch, some barbecue as well. Fat Boy Jimmy right there on the Pondville. We also like to thank GEBE, our water and electricity company. Of course, GB, as always, we thank you for your continued support. Thank you so much. And if you're looking for apartments or commercial spaces today, during the week, give them a call. J&J Properties for all your apartments or commercial spaces. You can call them at 588-1216. That is J&J Properties, 588-1216. And if you want your flat screen TVs, your surround system for your car, for your home, #1 electronics store to go and visit, that's the Bold Chance Electronics Store. You know they are located conveniently right there on the front street for all your electronic needs today. Thank you so much, Bold Chance. Also for some great tasting food, we got another spot for you, that is Stasha's Restaurant. They are located right there next to Aki Supermarket for some great tasting food. You can call them at 550-9108 or 524-9834. That is Stasha's. 550-9108 or 524-9834 for some great tasting lunch. Another supermarket on the spot is the Supreme Supermarket. They're located right there in the corner of Arch Road, Hispaniola Road #1. For all your grocery shoppings in that area, you can go and visit the Supreme Supermarket. I'm sure they're open from Sunday to Sunday, right there for your convenience and your grocery shopping. We got a new spot on the block. If you're looking for authentic Caribbean taste, a great taste, you got to go and visit the Caribbean Feisty Flavors for some delicious lunch. If you're looking for that lunch during the week, you got to go and visit Caribbean Feisty Flavors. Specializing also, they have some locally made puncha creamers. You want the delicious locally made puncha creamer, #1 spot to go. That's the Caribbean Feisty Flavors. They're located right there next to the Daily Herald on Bush Road #24. Just look out for the red umbrellas. You can't miss them. They're right there on the stretch, Bush Road. Some delicious food. Their opening hours are from Monday to Saturday, from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. and they're closed on Sundays. So today they're closed, but from Monday to Saturday, you gotta go for lunch. Some delicious, authentic Caribbean taste from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. The Caribbean Feisty Flavors, or give them a call. They also do deliveries. Give them a call at 554-7676. That is 554-7676. Or they also have a French cellular number, which is 690-180903. 690-180903. That is our new kid on the block. Caribbean Feisty Flavors for that delicious, delicious, great tasting lunch. Go there, check them out, get some delicious food. Also get that authentic, get that locally made Puncha Creamers. Thank you so much to all of our amazing sponsors that make this program possible. Of course, again, big shout out to all you loyal listeners out there who meet me on the street, who say, hey, I can't wait until Sunday. We love the program. We're always tuned in, and getting that information. Thank you guys for your continued support. Brother Rolex couldn't make it this afternoon, so I'm home alone. I'm all here by myself. But shout out to Rolex, he's always busy, always got some business to deal with, So shout out to the Rolex Junior. Also shout out to the senior as well, Senior Rolex. He's doing a vacationing right now. So senior, big ups to you wherever you are. Hope you and your family is doing wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, people. We are here. Today's topic, what am I going to discuss with you today? Something that you're seeing here in St. Martin a lot, and it's rampant, especially with the young people. And I mean, way back in the 90s, 80s, 90s, of course, everybody thought it was a cool thing. And today, they still think it's a cool thing. It's a cool thing to do. And you see the teenagers sometimes, even 14, 15, you already see them doing it. And it's horrible, and it's killing our society. And it's just messing up the society in a big way, and that is smoking cigarettes. We see, of course, a lot of people nowadays, they think it's cool to smoke weed. All right, but there's a debate on that. We know some people say weed isn't killing anybody, weed is a healthy thing and whatnot, but there's a debate about that. We know weed, of course, as well. It's a plant, it's a herb, you can grow it, and there's varieties, different kinds. But we're not talking about weed smoking today. We're talking about cigarettes. Cigarette, that deadly, deadly cancer. That deadly, deadly killer. And we know it's deadly. I know it's deadly. You know it's deadly. Why do we know it's deadly? Because they say it's deadly. Can you imagine that? They say it's deadly. It's like, when somebody tell you, boy, you get a 6 for a 9. You thought you got a 9, but you got a 6. You get a 6 for a 9. That means, hey, they bamboozled you. Cigarettes are deadly. Cigarettes are killing people all around the world. And here in our little society, come on, there's too many young people that are picking up this horrible, horrible habit. You go any supermarket, and of course they got stacks of shelves. You see it right there. There's no small section anymore. There's a huge section with stacks and different brands of this one, that one. I don't even know the brands. But there's so many now on the market. Back in the day, probably there was one or two major brands, but now there's so many, and all of them as well are telling you they're harmful. The side effects, they're telling you it can kill you, cause lung cancer, cause so many things, and they're printing it now. Sometimes you see when when you buy something, and they say, boy, listen, you got to read the fine print. You got to read the fine print. Or whatever you buy, whatever it may be, there's always words, descriptions, medication, whatever it is. There's always some fine print somewhere that maybe you need some binoculars, you need a microscope to even see it for some people. But if you look closely, there's always some fine print. But now on the cigarettes, there's no fine print. It's big, it's huge. Big bold letters now, big. Because of course they've been sued in the past for having it smaller or not having it on the brand. But now it's basically written there, big and bold, telling you, listen here, this will damage you, this will kill you. They're telling you this. And yet you're seeing masses and masses and masses of people, that are buying cigarettes, that are smoking on a daily basis. Now the sad thing is, it's so addictive that during a day, a 24-hour day, people are not smoking 1, 2, 3. Some people are smoking packs. You understand what I'm saying? A whole pack in a day. What kind of craziness is this? What kind of madness is this? So that's to show you there's something very, very addictive inside of this. There's something that they're killing the people. They're killing the population. And of course, we don't see government or anybody's going to do anything about that anytime soon, because again, anything that makes the country money, anything's a money racket here, you see, it's look the other way. You know, everybody on their own with that, you know. You have to be responsible enough to know that you shouldn't smoke and whatnot. But it's killing our people, and most importantly, most detrimental, it's killing our kids, it's killing our youths. It's killing them inside out, it's killing them how they look. I have friends who I know that are younger than me, and they're looking older, way older, much more than I am today. Why is that? Because of the stresses of life, and they pick up this bad habit of smoking cigarettes, and life is so hard for them, and they got it worse than anybody else, and they got to be smoking 3, 4, 5 cigarettes a day. Really? It's a type of selfish attitude as well, because at the end of the day, you don't take care of yourself now. Somebody has to pay for it along the line. Somebody has to pay for it down the road. You may not even have that money saved. No way. Right now you're broke. But you can scrape up how much ever it costs to buy that pack of cigarette, so you can cool out in the corner, or so you can cool out in your car, and whatever, and you can smoke that cigarette and you feel good about yourself. But that's a selfish way, because your family after surely will have to take care of you and buck up that cost, because it's a very bad habit. So whether you take in or you get sick or whatnot, who is footing the bill? Who has to pay? Who has to take care of you? We need to start thinking like that. And the young people today, they're starting so young to take up these bad habits, following friends, following whoever, thinking that it's a cool thing. It's a cool thing to smoke. It's not. It's horrible. It's horrific. You know, so please, parents, you know, and it's sad, of course, you have certain parents, they want to tell you not to smoke, but that's what they do. And then they tell the children, don't do as I do. But that's what children do. They don't do as you say, they do as you do. That's what people do. People do what they see. Mommy looks cool, daddy looks cool. And whoever told women in the first place, ladies in the first place, that's a cool thing to do? No way. Whoever said that? Who came up with that? That a woman or a young lady would look cool. I could remember growing up, and you would see a beautiful young lady, beautiful, when I say a nice, attractive young lady, and you're interested, you know, you want to talk, you want to approach her and whatnot. And I'm sure many men could testify to this. The minute they see her light it up, cigarette, and she cool and she started to talk, oh my goodness, it's an automatic turn off. Turn off that you're seeing a woman, beautiful looking young woman, that took up that bad habit of smoking a cigarette. And you see her lighting it up in a corner, in a club or wherever. You start to shake your head and say, wow, another one gone. That's how it is. It's a turn off, ladies. And I feel sorry and sad for all the women who took up that trend. You know, who took up that trend. It's not nice. It doesn't look nice. And especially what it does to you, what it does to your breath, what it does to your looks. It's not nice. You know, especially for the women, for the young ladies. It's a huge turn off. Imagine a great catch, a nice guy wanted to approach you, or you could have had the man of your dreams, your husband of your dreams, but he was turned off, or he didn't really want much to do with you other than, you know, one thing, that was it, to sleep with you, and it didn't go any further than that. You wonder why. You ask yourself that question right now. Think about it. You maybe was in a relationship with somebody that didn't really last so long. You wonder why you didn't do nothing, or you think you didn't do anything. But who knows, that person, he maybe just wanted to sleep with you because at the end of the day, you're a smoker, and he really didn't like that, having his woman or his wife being a smoker that smokes cigarette. So it's very hard again on the women. Yes, I'm going to be very hard on you today because I'm a man and I see it in society. I've witnessed women being abused in certain relationships because the men are there with them for certain reasons. And of course that makes them even more depressed, and they smoke and they carry themselves in a certain way. But you are not adding to the fact of making anything any better, picking up a cigarette. Because then you're going to go from bad relationship to bad relationship to bad relationship. Because that good guy out there who could have been in your life, again, what you're doing right there is already turning him off. You may have a good character, you may be a good person, but you already picked up a horrible habit of smoking that he maybe isn't saying up front to you that, hey, I totally disagree with this isn't for us, this isn't for me. And he will use you. And then you sit down there and you cry and wondering why, what happened. I mean, there's also a lot of different other factors, it's not just that. But I'm telling you, smoking is a huge turn off, ladies. It's a huge turn off. It's a huge turn off. So I'm not telling you to quit today. Quit from yesterday. Do your best. Get rid of it. It's horrible. So let's go in some details. I have some details here for you. Some information, as always, like we try to give you. Let's go. Why do we smoke cigarettes and we know it kills? That's the big question. That is the huge question right now. Why do we smoke cigarettes and we know it kills? I don't know. I shake my head. So what is a cigarette? Many of you know, but for those who don't know, the main ingredient in cigarettes is tobacco. Tobacco is a green leafy plant that is grown in warm climates. Farmers use many chemicals to grow tobacco. They use fertilizers to make the soil rich and insect killers to kill the insects that eat the tobacco plant. So what does smoke do to your mouth? That mouth, your mouth. What does smoke do to your mouth? When the smoke is inside your mouth, the tar starts to coat your teeth, discoloring them. Again, turn off. The heat from the smoke also damages the cells in and around your mouth. The chemicals present in a cigarette are numerous and they form a coat on your tongue. It deadens your taste buds. Smoking also kills the good bacteria within your mouth, giving way to bad breath. Who you going speaking to? Who you going speaking to? Which business you're coming in, you're speaking to people with that bad breath? Because smell it on your mouth. Give you personal experience with me again. I mean, everything you got to sometimes turn it with yourself, make it personal. I have a business. I have the DVD store, the video block. And when I'm there, and whoever was smoking, whatever they're smoking, as soon as they walk in, you smell it. It's on them. It's on your clothes. You reek of it. Whatever it is you're smelling, you reek of it. And then you want to stand up and have a conversation with somebody. You're killing them. You understand? You don't want to be rude and insultive and say anything, so you try to run the conversation as quickly as possible or give the service as quickly as possible. But you already lighten up. You light, especially you walking in a place with AC nowadays. You light up the whole place. You wasn't smoking inside, but you was smoking outside. It's already on your clothes. It's on you, and that it's already a bad scent. It's horrible, people, in so many ways. Smoking kills. Let's look at some of the long-term effects of smoking. Some of the long-term effects. And you're worrying about today. What happened a couple years from now? What is your future looking like if you're smoking today? What is your future looking like? The damages it's doing on you. So some of the long-term effects of smoking. Increased risk of stroke and brain damage. So not today, but long-term. Think about this. Your future. Increased risk of stroke and brain damage, eye cataracts, macular degeneration, yellowing of whites of eyes, loss of sense of smell and taste, yellow teeth, tooth decay, bad breath, cancer of the nose, lip, tongue and mouth, possible hearing loss, throat cancers, shortness of breath. I see this all the time. Many great guys who used to play sports, or they used to play sports, young basketball, football, whatever. Great athletes pick up this bad habit, smoking cigarettes, see them on a court today. They're younger than you, but they're tired before you. Short breath. They're tired before you. Smoking again. Coughing, chronic bronchitis, cancer, triggering asthma, heart disease, blockages in blood supply that can lead to heart attack, high blood pressure, hypertension, a cancer that affects bones, stomach and bladder cancers. decreased appetite, early wrinkles. So you're gonna start looking older than you are. Ladies, early wrinkles. All the makeup you want to put on, you're gonna cover it. Early wrinkles, it's time to look older than you are. Stop smoking. Stop it. Gray appearance. Oh, let's read one they've quoted. One of the chief and significant causes of premature aging of the face is smoking. Hear that quote from a doctor? His name is Dr. Fior. Quoted, one of the chief and significant causes of premature aging of the face is smoking. Horrible. Let's move on. Slower healing of the wounds, damage to blood vessel walls, increased likelihood of back pain, lower fertility and increased risk of miscarriage, irregular periods, early menopause, damaged sperm and reduced sperm. Those are some of the ill effects, causes of smoking. Secondhand smoking. This is another thing that drives me crazy. What is secondhand smoking? It can come from a cigarette, cigar, or pipe. Tobacco smoke has more than 4,000 chemical compounds. At least 250 are known to cause disease, basically the smoke. Secondhand smoke makes you more likely to get lung cancer and many other types of cancers. It's also bad for your heart. Smoking is banned in many public places, but many people are still exposed to secondhand smoke, especially children who live with parents who smoke. So look what you're doing to your children. Look what you're doing to your family. Let's repeat that. Smoking is banned in many public places. Yes, we know that. But many people are still exposed to secondhand smoke, especially children who live with parents who smoke. Even people who try to be careful about where they light up may not protect those around them. Kids are particularly at risk for the effects of secondhand smoke because their bodies are still growing and they breathe at a faster rate than adults. I think you need to hear that again. Listen carefully. Write it down if you need to write it down. Kids are particularly at risk for the effects of secondhand smoke because their bodies are still growing and they breathe at a faster rate than adults. So what are we doing to our future? I don't say it anymore. Children are the future. That's a fad. That's a term we say right now. Because the children are dying before the adults now. With many different reasons, huh? But what are we doing to the future? If this is a statement here. It's harming the children. It's harming the future. Use the term children are the future. The future ain't looking bright. The future is not looking bright. Continue. These conditions have been linked to secondhand smoke exposure in children. So some conditions that have been linked to secondhand smoke exposure in children. We have such as bronchitis. More severe and frequent is asthma attacks. A lot of children, they get asthma. Ear infections, or they develop a chronic cough. What makes me even more angry at times, shake my head. I mean, you see people, they say they're going to die anyhow, so let them choose the way they're going to die. Right? They do what they want, live their life. One life to live. That kind of quote. What type of life is one life to live if you're living in your life? It has no substance, no value. It pains me to see grown people, grown folks, they're in traffic, they're driving. Yes, they're smoking, and guess what? They're smoking on the AC. They're smoking in the car, well, windows up, and they're in there huffing and puffing and smoking, and you can imagine the trigger that's in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. That you could imagine what that's doing to your body. You can imagine the heart, how the heart is pumping. You can imagine the work that your lungs is doing. You can imagine what you're doing. You're in overdrive. Basically, your body at that moment, you're in overdrive, and you thinking everything is good. Then when you see people fall on stroke dead, you wonder why. The bad habits that they had during the course of life. They say certain people are like chimneys. Every time you see them, they're smoking. Certain people, they can't be productive without having a smoke, a cigarette, 2-3 times a day. They work in the office and every minute they need to take a break and go outside, or they need to go to the bathroom to smoke, to calm down, to get to their senses. They done hooked. They done got them. It done squeezing them. I got them. I mean, in the colder countries, they say they do it because it's cold. What excuse we have here in the Caribbean? We ain't seen no snow. Only cold you have is your AC. Outside hot. Especially right now in St. Martin in the summer. Hot, hot, hot. Very hot. Right now I'm in AC right here in SOX. Right now I'm feeling hot still. It's hot. The place is extremely hot. So what excuses do we have in St. Martin and in the Caribbean for smoking and smoking cigarettes? I know it's stress, those type of excuses. We're gonna get to that. Big question then, Mr. Barry, Brian, what do you want me to do? How to quit smoking? How do I stop? What do I do? Get the help that you need. You need help. That's where it starts. Something is wrong, you find out what's wrong, you need help. It's not easier said than done, yes, but you need help. Make a list, make another list of why quitting won't be easy. I know quitting smoking won't be easy. Let's read this. Here's the important part. Next to each entry on your list, lists are one or more options for overcoming that challenge. For instance, one item might be nicotine is an addictive drug. Your option might be try a nicotine replacement alternative. There are many out there. Another reason might be smoking helps me deal with stress. That we hear all the time. So that's what's going on in St. Martin. We got people stressed. So in the cold, let's get out of the way. We know in the cold, you got to be the stress. So smoking helps me deal with stress. Your option might be then, how can I replace that dealing with stress? How to that's what it is. You have a problem. Here are the options, the solutions. You want to deal with stress. So what options do you have? Let's see. Take a 5-minute walk instead. Instead of smoking, take a 5-minute walk. Take a jog, take a run. Go up, take up swimming, take up running, something to replace that. The more you anticipate the challenges to quitting and their solutions, the better your chance of success. Set a quit date. A quit date. I want to quit by this date. Set it, write it, put it on your mirror, your bathroom window. I want to quit by this date. I have to. Not for myself alone, for my family. I have to sign on a paper and let a witness sign also. So not just yourself. Have somebody sign with you. Stop buying boxes a day. Boxes of cigarettes a day. Stop it. Instead of a box smoking 5 a day, slowly drop it down. Try 1, try 2. You have to put that fight with yourself. Minimize it as much as possible. Then keep a list of when you smoke for a week before quitting. Write it down. Prepare a list of things to do when craving hits. Take a walk, drink a glass of water, make love to your partner, play with your children, your child, throw the ball for the dog, walk the dog, play a game, play some basketball, football, pick up a sport, learn karate, martial arts, something. Wash the car. Pick up something when that craving hit. Clean out the cupboard or closet, fold up some clothes, chew a piece of gum, wash your face, brush your teeth, do something else. Take a nap, get some coffee, drink a cup of tea, practice your deep breathing techniques, light a candle, or even say a prayer. Pray to the Almighty God. Help me, help myself, help me. Pray to the Almighty Lord. Go to church. But do what you have to do because it's killing you. Ain't no ifs, ain't no buts about it. Smoking is killing you and it's killing us. St. Martin. That's our time for today. My beautiful St. Martin family, our SOS family all around the world. Hope you enjoyed today's program, Strictly Business. Remember, take care of yourself. And remember, life is all about choices. So be careful who you choose and what you choose, because time waits on no one. Till next time, Strictly Business.